Meow, the Kremlin's military purge just cranked up to 11. Major General Mirza Mirzaev, the 52-year-old deputy head of logistics for the Russian National Guard and former overseer of Russia's southwestern regions, has been caught in a web of his own making. On November 5, 2024, this top cat was arrested for allegedly trying to extort $1.4 million from a defense contractor. Talk about a cat burglar. But wait, there's more. Mirzaev wasn't just asking for pocket change. He threatened to cancel a $4.9 million government contract if the contractor didn't cough up the dough. That's some next-level protection racket, folks. I guess when you're used to caviar and fancy scratching posts, you'll do anything to maintain that lavish lifestyle. This arrest is just the latest hairball in a whole litter of corruption scandals plaguing the Russian military. We've seen more generals getting the boot than a feline fashion show gone wrong. Just last month, Deputy Defense Minister Timur Ivanov was nabbed for bribery, and Major General Alexander Ogloblin joined the party too. At this rate, Putin will be left commanding an army of janitors and cafeteria workers, although given their current performance in Ukraine, that might be an improvement. The economic impact of this corruption is staggering. Experts estimate that nearly 40% of Russia's defense budget might be lost to graft. That's billions of rubles disappearing faster than treats at a catnip party. With all this money being siphoned off, it's a wonder Russia has any cash left for actual warfare. Maybe that's why they're resorting to North Korean hand-me-downs. Speaking of which, it seems the Russian military is so desperate for manpower, they've decided to outsource their cannon fodder. Over 10,000 North Korean troops have been deployed to join the party, because nothing says we're totally winning this war like borrowing soldiers from the world's most isolated dictatorship. These poor kitties are reportedly so green, they make cucumbers look experienced. And meow, they're already facing artillery fire in the Kursk region. Talk about a baptism by fire. Dr. Samuel Romani from the Royal United Services Institute puts it perfectly. This crackdown reflects both an effort to address corruption allegations and might also serve as a strategic maneuver by the Kremlin to shift blame for military setbacks in Ukraine. In other words, Putin's playing a giant game of pin the blame on the general as his Ukrainian adventure continues to unravel faster than a cheap Soviet-era sweater. Now, my friends, if you're enjoying this cavalcade of corruption, don't forget to like and subscribe. Who knows, you might even win a no-expenses-paid trip to a Russian courtroom. But let's get back to our star of the show, Major General Mirzaev. This top cat's fall from grace is a testament to the endemic corruption infecting Russia's military ranks. It's like a never-ending game of whack-a-mole, except instead of moles, it's corrupt officials popping up faster than you can say borscht, and Putin's playing with a giant hammer trying to squash them all. Mirzaev, once the proud overseer of Russia's southwestern logistics, is meow overseeing a very different kind of operation, namely, not dropping the soap in the prison showers. The court, in a shocking display of common sense, decided that maybe the guy accused of massive corruption shouldn't be trusted to sit at home and definitely not call any of his corrupt buddies. So, our dear general is cooling his paws in the slammer until at least January 2025. And get this, he's complaining about being treated worse than an animal in custody. Well, Mirzaev, that's what happens when you bite the hand that feeds you. This military purge is happening against the backdrop of a war that's going about as well for Russia as a dog trying to herd cats. The deployment of North Korean troops is a clear sign that things aren't exactly perfect on the battlefield. It's almost like Putin waited for the absolute worst moment in his Ukraine adventures to start cleaning house. Talk about multitasking. The Kremlin's war machine is running about as smoothly as a cat on roller skates. With generals dropping like flies and North Koreans joining the party, Russia's military strategy is starting to look like a game of Jenga played by a drunk octopus. Next up on Putin's to-do list, replacing his entire military leadership with a litter of kittens. At least they're experts at strategic napping. In conclusion, my feline friends, this latest scandal is just another chapter in Russia's ongoing saga of military mismanagement. From extortion attempts to foreign troop deployments, it's clear that the Kremlin's war effort is coughing up more hairballs than a long-haired cat after a grooming session. As the purges continue and the war drags on, one has to wonder, is this the beginning of the end for Putin's military ambitions, or just another mess to be swept under the rug? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, in the world of Russian military corruption, it's always raining cats and dogs and shady deals. I'm Ron de Parmesan, and this has been another Newscat special report. Thank you for watching, and don't go far because another breaking story is right around the corner.